Hello, yogis. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do a yoga to gather yourself. Let's just hold some poses and breathe today. So push something out of the way and join me.
That girl, 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 that girl.
Today we're going to begin in a standing position. Take a deep breath in and slide the shoulder blades down the back on the exhale. Hug the belly to the spine. Stand up tall, reach the crown of your head toward the sky. Ground down through the heels. You might pick up each toe and set them down mindfully on the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the stability that you've created in this pose. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe. On your next inhale, reach the arms up high overhead. Palms facing one another. Inhale. Energize the fingertips. Exhale the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, cactus the arms for a back bend. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands to heart center and work toward touching the ground here to release the tension that might be built up in your neck. Let's take a ragdoll position. Heel toe the feet a little bit wider than hips width distance. Bend your knees as much as you need to in order to grab for opposite biceps here and release the head and the neck as if your head was a bowling ball attached to a string, attached to your spine, and just release here. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. You might release your jaw. You might sway from side to side. Wherever you are, hug the belly in toward the spine. And breathe. Everything drip off the top of your head into the ground. By everything, I mean physically, any tension that might be built up in the lower back. Imagine breathing there. And on the exhale, that tension drips off the top of your head into the ground. Mentally, if there's any kind of stagnant leftovers, any anxiety, anything that's built up, did you wake up mad? I had a bad dream and I was mad at my boyfriend when I woke up, and I know that's me. But it still affected my waking life, and I feel some stagnant energy around that. So, I'm gonna just imagine I'm breathing it all up and releasing it down into the ground. It's gone from me. Inhale. Drop the hands to the ground or to your shins, anywhere that you can get a little balance to toe heel your feet back into hip width distance. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, press into something. I recommend the shins to create a flat back. The shoulder blades are pulling down onto the back, creating a long line of energy from the crown of the head out through the hips. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Flow a few more of these. Linking breath to movement here. Our first vinyasa. On your next inhale, reach the hands up high. Mountain pose. Exhale the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back into a high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway. Let the elbows sweep by the ribs. Inhale, pull the chest on through. This is an upward facing dog. I have my knees lifted up off of the ground in the back. My feet are pressing firmly into the mat, the tops of my feet. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips up high, pressing back into our first downward facing dog. Take a moment here to do whatever movement in this pose feels good to you. I am rocking back and forth from foot to foot, bending my knee, kind of stretching out my calf muscles. Beginning to link my breath to my movement again here in a gentle way. Once you feel like you have the wiggles out, find some stillness. Pressing firmly through the hands, shoulder blades are sliding down the back, belly hugging to the spine. Legs are extended, long, down, heels are pressing toward the mat. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Let the head again hang heavy. And take a moment to release something on your own. We all have something. Take this moment for you. Whatever it is, imagine that it's dripping off the top of your head into the ground. The earth can accept it and transform it to something different. Breathe here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, slowly walk to meet your hands at the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up high into a mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Flow it through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths on your own here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel forward. Top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once you get there, take 3 breaths. In through the nose and let it out through the mouth. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Flex the toes toward the face to square the hip off toward the mat. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot through. Low lunge, planting the foot in between the hands. You might spider tip up onto the fingertips and say hi to Esco. Hi, Escobar. He's doing a downward facing dog. Inhale, spider tip up onto the fingertips. Hi, Esco. Exhale. Reach it up into crescent lunge. Think mountain pose, which we were doing earlier in the upper body, and a strong lunge in the lower body. Hugging the belly to the spine, sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lean forward here. Exhale, twist toward the right. Left elbow hooking on the outside of the right knee. Belly hugging to the spine. Shoulder blades sliding down the back. You might look up at the sky over your right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Breathe here. On your next inhale, breathe. Stay for the exhale. Strengthen your foundation on the bottom. Inhale, unwind, crescent. Exhale, spin the back foot to parallel the knife edge side down to the back toward your mat. Lunge deeply into the front leg for warrior 2. Reach the hands out in opposition of one another as you squeeze the shoulder blades together down the back, hugging the belly to the spine. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Sink a little lower. Inhale, you might gaze down the middle finger of the front hand. Breathe here. In through the nose and out through the nose to cultivate heat and strength and focus. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Reach forward. Triangle pose. Press into the shin with the front hand in order to spin the chest open and reach toward the sky with the back hand. Sliding that shoulder blade down the back, hugging the belly to the spine. Breathe here. In through the nose, out through the nose to cultivate heat. In through the nose and out through the mouth to release heat. Dealer's choice. I like to cultivate heat here. But whatever speaks to you. Inhale and exhale. Let's stay for 3 more. On your next inhale, use the back arm and hug the belly to the spine to reach your front arm high to the sky. Pivot the front foot so your feet are parallel to one another. Inhale, reach up high, star. Breathe here, exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up high, star. Exhale, lean forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Releasing the head toward the ground here. The belly hugs toward the spine. Release and breathe. Whatever it is, try releasing it to the earth. Off of the top of your head, let it just fall and absorb into the earth. Keep breathing. Releasing the head toward the ground. Inhale, come up for a halfway lift. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, walk the hands over toward the left foot. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, walk the hands over toward the right foot. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back towards center. And exhale, coming up with a flat back, hugging the belly to the spine. Back into star pose. Inhale, exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach that back hand, that front hand toward the back of your mat. Inhale, feel that stretch. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 rounds of breath here. I imagine something like a portishead would be good to this flow. I'll post a playlist in the comments. Inhale, left side. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, come up onto the fingertips like we did on the other side. Stay for the exhale, hugging the belly to the spine, pulling the shoulder blades onto the back. Inhale, reach up high, crescent lunge, creating that strong foundation. Thinking mountain pose in the upper body. We've got a strong lunge in the lower body. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Inhale, reach forward, and exhale, twist toward the left. Right elbow hooking onto the outside of the left front knee here. Inhale, pressing fiercely at the palms in order to twist open. Maybe you'll look up over your left shoulder, hugging the belly to the spine here. Inhale, and stay for the exhale. Breathe here. On your next inhale, hug the belly to the spine and unwind back into crescent. And then exhale into a warrior two. Flip the back foot, parallel the knife edge of that foot with the back of your mat. Take a low lunge in the front knee. Front knee stacks over front ankle. Inhale. Sit up high in the upper body, hugging the belly to the spine. Sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale here, sink a little lower. Exhale, stay. And breathe here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach forward and take triangle pose on this side. Pressing down into the shin with that front hand in order to spin the chest open. Back hand reaching toward the sky. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Belly hugs toward the spine. Breathe here. Breathe, reach up high toward the sky. Stay for the exhale. Inhale at the top hand. Reach the back hand up. Parallel the front foot with the mat. Star pose. Reach up high. Exhale, horse this time. Flip the feet so they track the knees essentially. You're going to take a low squat. Inhale the belly toward the spine. Exhale the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bring your hands to your knees. We're going to do a series of shoulder drops here. Inhale, dropping the shoulder toward the left side, your right shoulder. Exhale, center. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, gentle twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, gentle twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, gentle twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse. Reaching back with the front arm. Exhale, chaturanga. Flow it through. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Whatever feels good to you. Pedaling out the knees. Find a moment of stillness and take a couple more breaths. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop the knees into a child's pose. Knees come wide on the mat. Big toes to touch. Pressing down into the hips before releasing everything to the mat. Your forehead, hands, your nose might be touching the mat. Breathe here. You might start rocking from side to side here, feeling that side body stretch as you do so. On your next inhale, scooch the knees in to hips with distance. Then sit back into your child's pose. Take the arms behind the back. Interlace the hands behind the back. Right thumb on top. Inhale. Then exhale. Lift the hips and roll on to the crown of the head. Pushing in to the tops of the feet to help take away from the weight that's pressing into your head. Reaching the arms up high to the sky, opening up through the shoulders. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Protect your neck. Protect your neck. Inhale. Exhale. You release hips back to heels. Arms will come gently down by the sides. Inhale. And exhale. You might look to the right. Here, and prepare to set up for the same on the other side. Bring your gaze directly down in front of you. Your forehead might be touching the mat. Interlace the hands behind you, left thumb on top this time. Inhale the belly to the spine. Exhale, lift the hips and come to the crown of the head, pressing into the tops of the feet to take away from some of the weight, going into the crown of the head. Inhale, hug the belly to the spine. Exhale, reach the heart, arms up high to the sky to open the chest. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Sink the hips slow. Let the arms slide to the sides and let your gaze fall in the other direction. Hi, Esco. Say hi to the Doge. Breathe and release. Sit up and flip your toes so you're sitting up on pressing in to the balls of your feet to get a stretch in the arch of your foot. Breathe here. And when you're ready, come into half pigeon on the right side. Bring your right knee to the wrist crease of your right hand, and you're working on paralleling the front of your leg with the front of your mat, but honestly, I'm not there. I'm usually at a diagonal. Either way, sit back and really get into your hips here before deciding if you want to take a sleeping pigeon, and if you do, go ahead, lean forward, and you might rest your head on top of 2 stacked fists, or say, thanks, Esco, for bringing me this blanket. I really appreciate the headrest, and release. Sleeping pigeon. Hi, buddy. Breathe here. When you're ready, rock from side to side. Come back up to a high pigeon. Roll over to the right hip. Bring the left leg on top of the right. Hey, Escobar. That's enough, buddy. And then pull the legs across for a cow face pose. Oh, it feels good in an opposition to a pigeon pose. Breathe here. Say, thanks, buddy. I know you want to play. Yeah, he wants to do yoga with us. It's pretty cute. Oh, and when you're feeling pretty good and released there, keep the left leg in front this time. Slide the right leg back for a pigeon on this side. Plop up onto your hips. You might rock around a little bit to find that sweet spot. Again, sit back. You might look over your right shoulder this time. Sit up high before deciding if you want to take that sleeping pigeon, and if you do, go ahead and thank Esco again for bringing the blanket, and release on this side. And breathe. Dogs, not just because sometimes they bring me a pillow to rest my head on, but because they soothe so much of my anxiety. Like, yoga helps, but my goodness, so do dogs. Even when they're on one. Even when they're on one. Just to see that they can have the zoomies too makes me feel pretty good about my own zoomies. So, take a moment to laugh. Laugh at yourself, laugh at your dogs, or cats, or whatever it might be. People like to have pigs, mini pigs that turn into hogs that you love the same. Inhale, sit up high. Exhale, bring that right leg on top of the left this time, and then tie your shoes. Pull the heels like you're tying a shoelace into cow face pose on this side. Breathe here. Oh, that's a nice little opposition to that pigeon pose. You might rock from side to side, or little half circles in the front feel pretty good here. Wherever you're at, breathe. And then give yourself a hug and take it back. Hug the knees in. Keep the right one in. Hug that right knee as if you're trying to get it up into your armpit before taking supine twist to the left. Your right arm might be outstretched and your gaze might be out at that outstretched arm to the right. Chin the right hip and exhale. Stay. Bring the right leg back across the center. Give yourself another huge hug. Leave the left knee in this side. Hug it up into the armpit area before stretching it across the body toward the right. Extending the left arm out. Your gaze might fall over to the left. Inhale. Bring both knees back into the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze before taking our final corpse pose. You earned it. And your toes. Getting little kisses from the dog before taking it into bigger joints, rolling your wrists and your ankles and giving pets to the esky. Give yourself a big old giant stretch up overhead with a dog before curling it over into a supported fetal posture, resting your head on your biceps. Inhale. And then push yourself up into a seated position. Thank you, yogis, for joining me in that little gentle flow to get yourself back together. It's been quite a ride. So I'm going to leave you to it. Watch me some Broncos. Probably take that fool for a walk, man. He's wild today. So thank you for joining me in That Girl Yoga. Namaste.
That girl, that